Amiibo Festival is the forgotten entry in the Animal Crossing series. The ugly duckling, the bad apple, the misfit, the square peg in the round hole. Basically, public consensus says that it sucks. So I bought it for myself to try, and to my surprise, it's actually quite fun. Yeah, it's clunky and weird, but that's a symptom of being on the Wii U, which is a clunky and weird console. The board game mode that headlines the game isn't spectacular, but it is fun for a round or two. But the real fun is in the minigames, specifically Desert Island Escape. In Desert Island Escape, you must build a raft from 3 logs and a sail within a limited number of days while ensuring that you have enough food to survive and fending off monsters as you go. You can move a certain amount of spaces per day, or turn, so being efficient is key. There's 3 difficulties: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. For right now, we're only worried about intermediate, for a couple of reasons. One is that advanced is a little bit beyond my skill level at the moment, at least speedrunning it is, and beginner already has competition. On speedrun.com, there's already 4 people who attempted speedruns of beginner mode, that being to complete all 10 beginner levels. But looking over at intermediate, there are 0 runs completed, so you know what that means.
It's free real estate.
So we must complete all 10 intermediate levels of Desert Island Escape, and our 3 villagers that we'll use are Walker, Celeste, and Drake. Different species of villagers have different abilities. Walker the dog can sense which items are nearby without actually having to check the space. Celeste can fly over mountains that other land-based animals would have to go around, and Drake can move up to 5 spaces per turn and can flee from fights a lot easier. This is extremely oversimplified, and if you've never played Desert Island Escape before, you might be confused. But I promise, you will figure it out as we go. And even if you don't, then just revel in the fact that you're witnessing Animal Crossing history. Here we go. Alright, let's go. 3, 2, 1, start. Here we go. Our squad starts on level 1, where Walker spots some cherries. In this game, fruit is one of the items that you can use to make food supplies. He also finds a rock that can be used to craft tools that can help us later on. Landing on the fruit space will present you with a wheel that determines through random chance whether you get 2, 3, or 4 pieces of food. In this case, we got 2, the worst possibility, which is a small example as to why this game is a mixture of strategy and luck. Sometimes the rolls just don't go your way. It's a little unfortunate, if he loses, that is. Pity? Not a great start. So all 3 characters have moved, and that's it for this turn. We must set up camp for tonight, which is where you can make tools with the materials that you gathered that day, if I had any. Since we don't, we'll eat and sleep and start day 2. Another source of food is beehives, which can give you honey. It's risky though, as attempting to get honey without a net could easily lead to disaster. If Celeste gets stung here, I'll probably reset. It's only a 25% chance though. Well, it's better to reset 2 minutes into the run than 2 hours, so let's try again. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go! And then Celeste, I mean, this tree wasn't bad the last time, so I don't think it'll be bad this time. I don't know what it is, a beehive maybe? Oh, no, it is a monster. Yeah, give it a try. Celeste gets her owl hiney kicked, but Drake makes good progress gathering string, which could be used to make a fishing rod, and a rock, which could be used for a shovel or a slingshot. I won't walk you through every single turn of every single day for every single level now that you have a basic idea of how the game works. That being said, Walker gets the first of 3 logs that we need for the raft, and Celeste loses a turn because she lost to the centipede the last turn. Alrighty, we love pity. Occasionally, the game will pity you and turn bad rolls into good ones. I don't know why or how it does this, but it's always welcome whenever it happens. I kind of wonder why this wasn't more, like, featured in the promotions for this game. Then again, this game wasn't very well promoted from the start, so like, oh nice. So I don't know. But if more people knew that, like, this mode existed in Amiibo Festival, then I think it might be a more, like, well-loved game than it is. Should you get your butt kicked by bees or enemies, finding medicine along the way can heal you without the punishment of losing your next turn. Another obstacle that you can run into is pitfall seeds, which can be avoided by making a shovel. Usually, though, the odds of getting out of a pitfall are pretty good even without the shovel, which is why I often choose to make a slingshot instead. Drake gets a second log on turn 3, and we make a slingshot to stand a better chance against fighting enemies later on. Another mechanic to keep in mind is favorite foods. Every species has a favorite food that they love more than others. In Walker's case, it's coconuts. When a member finds a tree of their favorite fruit, they get more fruits from that tree than they would otherwise get from other fruit trees. So planning out which villagers to use based on which fruits you'll run into is also a smart idea. Alright, Walker, reveal something for me, my son. Let's go! Alright, we're out of here. And with 3 logs and a sail all found, that is the first of 10 levels complete. You're given a score at the end that summarizes how well you did based on the amount of excess food that you have, how much of the map you explored, and how many spare days you had left. Score doesn't mean much to us, but generally the higher the score, the better we did. We'll use the same 3 villagers for level 2. There's only one level where I switch up the villager lineup, and that will be for level 3. After breezing through level 2 on the back of Walker and his sniffing out ability, later, holy shit, we get to level 3 where we replace Celeste with Mott. Mott is a lion whose special ability is to smash rocks that are adjacent to the space that he's standing on. He's also very strong in battle, and both of those abilities will help us greatly for this level, which has a lot of obstacles and enemies to deal with. Alright, stomping. I think they call this, clobbering time. Was that funny? Despite Mott being the guy I plan to use for fighting enemies, Walker is actually the one who is doing most of the work. Hopefully we can get through this gauntlet of fucking monsters here pretty easily. Fuck! Oh, we love pity. Oh, let's go! Dude, he got through the gauntlet all by himself! Now you've jinxed it? Oh, Jesus, almost. Our boys get through level 3 easily after that. In case you want to watch the full run of this challenge, I've uploaded it as an unlisted video, and the link to it is in the description. Since I'm skipping over so many details in every level, it's worth a watch. Celeste is back for level 4, which goes smoothly, but level 5 gives me a bit of trouble. Sometimes I prioritize speed and efficient movement at the cost of getting enough food in hopes that I can escape quick enough to where it doesn't matter a whole lot. But with no more food on turn 5, we need to either escape today or get enough food to survive a little longer. Alright, I need to get food. Luckily, I only need 1 morsel of food. But Drake, my boy, is, he is hurting. Hopefully bees now that I have a net. Oh. Nice, okay. I might be in trouble here. Celeste needs to... Okay, I mean, that's fine. This tree needs to be food, and you need to get something from it. Like, honey or... like, fruit, ideally. So it's a guarantee. Fuck, I'm dead. I am, dead. Be it bad rolls, or bad planning, or a combination of both, we failed level 5. But the run isn't over. We'll try again, making sure to prioritize food over speed this time. Alright, well, I'm gonna hope that it's next to this, centipede. Here. Nice, alright, good. We're not gonna fail this time. Hopefully, it's only that level that gives us trouble. There isn't a whole lot of documentation out there as to what the best team is for this game, but after playing around with it myself, having a bird on the team is an absolute must for most levels, especially level 6, which is surrounded by mountains that Celeste can easily fly over. The order with which you use your villagers matters a lot too. Having Walker go out first to scout out any items in the area is important to help figure out which spaces are worth going to or not, then Celeste to get to hard-to-reach areas, and then Drake, who can move 5 spaces at a time and clean up spaces that the other 2 couldn't reach. This squad is pretty good, but let me know what your go-to team is. If any of you still play this, that is. You should. It's a lot of fun. Dude, we're out of here. Nice. Level 7 takes about 8 minutes, level 9 about 13 minutes, and level 10 about 14 minutes. NTA, thank you. Alright, I think you split when it fades out to black there. It was smooth sailing after my 1 death on level 5, giving us a final time of 1 hour, 57 minutes, and 15 seconds. I'm pretty happy with that time, but getting an hour and 30 minutes with better planning and execution is very, very possible. Maybe even by one of you. If you have a Wii U and a copy of this game, then dust it off and see if you can beat my time and become a world record holder of your very own. And honestly, Amiibo Festival gets a bad rap, but it's actually quite a fun game to play outside of just Desert Island Escape, so pick it up if you can. Or emulate it.